Okay, so here we have the first page of the Codex Argenteus. I got this off of Alvin. It's a place where you can find different scans of books, so that's pretty useful. Um, as you can see, this is the original Gothic, so you can see if I just get rid of that, you can see Akanalukharna Stathin Ja Luch Teeth Alem. So this is how Gothic is attested. This is how it's written. There are no spaces or anything unless you count this little space after the interpunct to be a space, but that's not really how a space how we would think of it. So the letters are just like this. You can't really see. There's no way to tell where the word boundary is unless you already know the words. Here we have a slight exception to that. Well, I guess a large exception to that, in that we have this this letter E with diaeresis, and that can show that that it's a different word. So them in, two different words. And so if we were writing this with spaces, we would put a space here. And I am not. I'm going to. I mean, you can use spaces if you want, because it's the modern day, and we tend to do that. Here I have this sort of not an exact restoration, but like an approximation of what the original colors might have been like. As you can see, there's gold letters, and if you look closely, you can sort of see them. They're very faded. So I'll take you through the first page. So ak analukarna staffin. So we have the first word ak, which means but. So this is very common. You were just in the middle of a sentence, and the previous page is not tested, so we don't know what the previous sentence was exactly, since it's not attested. But the sentence in English is, let's see, something like, "Do not put your candle I don't know, like under a bed or something." I'm sorry, I don't. I'm more knowledgeable about the attested parts, but instead put it on a Lukharna staffing on. Okay, this is Lukharna, which is related to Latin Lucerna, which means candle, and then we have Stathin, which is, first we have Staths, which means place, and then if we take the full part of it, that's Stathin, which is dative. So on a candle place, sort of. And Liu, teeth. Now, there's no H written, however, this word is related to Liuhath, and the standard form of the word. Like, there are a few different spellings of words in that we have attested. However, I'm pretty sure the most common one would be with an H here. Liu teeth. So that's the third person singular of Liuchtian. Alem them in a Thamagarda. All them in that house. Schwa liuchtje liuhatijwar. So light your light in Anwerthia Mane, in the presence of men. Igashehuena. Sorry, this I'm pretty sure this is short. Irshehuena, Irshehuena, Ishwara, Goda Warstva, so that they might see. Okay, this is the optative case, and it's the third person plural. So that they should see. Ishwara, Yar, Goda Warstva, good deeds. Hohena, Attanishwarana, Thana Inhimina, and glorify Hohena, and so that they might glorify. This is optative again, third person plural optative. Attanishwarana, Yar Father, and this is the plural Yar, so it's addressing a group of people. Not if it was just Yar Father, like an individual, then we have Athenes, and this is Athan. It's in the accusative case because it's being glorified. I should say he's being glorified because it's, I guess God, isn't it? I'm talking about the word when I say it. So the one doing the action is the men, so that they, the men, might see your good works, and that they might glorify your Father, Yar Father, Thana in Humanum. Now in English we say like who is in heaven, or that. So Thana, that's the accusative form of Sha, which is a determiner, and basically it means something like that or the, so, or this. So Ishwarana, so it's like that one in heaven, and this is the accusative, remember, because it's Atan, being glorified, Hohyana, from Hohyan. So the one in heaven, and this, you might not know what this is. That's an M. It's a sort of a scribal abbreviation where the M gets, I think the word is suspended, so it goes up here. I can show you what that looks like over in the Codex Argenteus. It looks a bit like this, and so you can see the word himinam. So if you're not used to that, you might think it's himina, but no, it's himina, which is the dative plural, I believe. Yeah. Ne is not, or in this case, do not think, nehugieth I hemio veteran. Do not think that I came to destroy. Vitoth etho prophetuns. The law, vitoth etho, and or prophetuns, the prophets. Again, this is an accusative case. Prophetuns, because it's being, or it would be being destroyed. Veteran is the word for destroy. So do not think that I should have. This is a bit hard to. This is the optative case. It's the first person, so it's being done by Jesus. Do not think nehugieth, which is hugion, that I should come to destroy the law and or the prophet, the prophetons. Nequam literan. So then that's, I did not come to destroy. Ak. Now we saw Ak before, it was at the very beginning. So it comes after a negative, so not to destroy, but to fulfill. Usfulyan. Amen, which is, like Amen. O quithaisuis. Amen, I say to you, and that's you plural, not just, it's not just thus, it's iswis, so you all. Unthati, slithith himintiach ertha, until, let's see how it, I know what it means. In Latin, you would say transeat caelum et terra. But let's see what. Until the heavens and the earth perish. Is that how you would say? Und until thati that oslithith. I should look that up quick because it's not good to just not give a proper definition. I'm a learner too. To go out or to depart. Okay. I wasn't going to get that. Until the heavens and the earth depart. Now this is interesting. This is the singular. You might think that it would be the plural because we're talking about himins ertha, which is the heaven and the earth. So two different things, but we're using the singular here. Oslithith, because himins is singular, and then ertha, which means something like the earth as well, until heaven departs and earth as well. Iota. Now this iota, that's of course the Greek letter iota. So it's this one. So if we just put this, so it's basically just an I, the Greek I, and etho and strix, iota and one iota, etho and or and strix, one strike, neoslithith afotoda. It shall not depart from the law. Now Gothic does not have a dedicated future tense. It does not even communicate that with auxiliary verbs. It has a past tense and a non-past tense. So we say, it shall not depart from the law, but this is the same as saying it does not depart from the law. So there's no distinction there. That's mostly just done through context, is how you determine whether something's future tense or present tense, or whether it just doesn't matter and both work. Unte allata werthith, until all is now werthan, it means become, or in this case, how would you say that? Until all is fulfilled, something like that. Werthith. You can also use it for saying things like Yahwarth, and it was that, to say, and it came to pass, is until all comes to pass, I guess, is another way you could translate this. Ith, which means however, ith shainu veterith, and anavusne. However, whoever now destroys an anavusne, one commandment, the the least of how would you translate that to English? The least of these commandments. Ja, lesje swamans. Lesjan, it means to teach. If you're familiar with German, you might know le, lehren, Lehren, which means to teach. So the same as in Gothic. We have something, the West Germanic languages have something called what is it? Rhoticization, something like that, where the S or Z becomes an R. So that's something to look out for. Sometimes the equivalent word in Gothic will have an S or Z where we would have an R. Minnesta hetada in theodangardi himine minnesta, the least, hetada, in this case it means he shall be called, but that's future, which is the same as present. It just like I said, has a past and non-past. So we say min nashtahetada. We do not say like werthith hetans or something like that. We don't say will. We don't have any sort of marker to show that it's future. That's just based on context. Min nashtahetada in thiudangardi himine. He shall be called the least in the kingdom. Thiudangardi, that's dative. Himine, that's genitive plural, of the heavens. Ithshai toyith yahleshieswa. But however, who shall teach, or who shall do and teach, swa, which means so. But however, who does and teaches so, the same, sach, mikils hetada in a thiudangardi himne. Great, sach, mikils, the same shall be called great, shall be called in the kingdom of the heavens. Gritha ok isris tatinive mana. Okay, then the next part of this is mana gizo werthis nive mana gizo werthis is wareros rechtings. Tho these vocarie achvarise nitho gwymith in theodangarie himne. Unless this means something like unless I'm verily I say for I say to you that unless manuusual greater werthith become Israelos gerechtings, your good works, tho these vocarie Parise, than those of the scribes and Pharisees, Netho quimith in theudangarie himne, you shall on no account enter the kingdom of heaven. So that's the first page of the Codex Argenteus. I hope you were able to follow along, and that it wasn't too difficult. If you have any comments or anything, be sure to leave them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer them just about as quickly as I can. Good luck if you've decided to learn Gothic. It's not the easiest language in the world to learn by any count, but I hope you enjoy learning it and that you are successful. Goodbye, see you next time.